question. So when I was a kid, I wrote all the time. I was always starting stories, rarely finishing them. I just really loved beginnings and like getting excited about something new. And I would say those are probably mostly fantasy. Like I love, or science fiction, just anything with like weird supernatural magic in it. I loved. Although I read anything I can get my hands on, because South America, the library at my tiny school in Paraguay was extremely tiny, and so I just read whatever I could find in there. But my first novel was actually contemporary realistic, I guess. It was a retelling of Shakespeare called This Must Be Love, which is it was Midsummer Night's Dream set in like a New Jersey high school. And that was mainly because the first draft I wrote was set like in Shakespeare's time, because the main thing in the world of the actual play, because I really wanted to retell the story from the point of view of the two girls, who I always felt were sort of like undervalued when in like the Shakespeare conversations that I would in like all my classes. They'd be like, oh yeah, and then these two interchangeable characters. And I was like, they do not think they're interchangeable.
Right.
And have something to say about that. So I wrote like the story of them being friends, but also kind of rivals, and like they love each other, but like they're fighting over boys. And so it turned into and then I actually rewrote it, setting it in the present day, and that made it, I think, a lot more interesting. Like trying to then work in the magic and the drama and everything else that I know is science fiction, fantasy, post-apocalyptic, superpowered teens. And that was Avatars, but that was a while ago. I think I do, and so it's been mostly fantasy lately. That's what I really love. That's what my heart is.
Once you get on that trajectory.
Right. The Pet Trouble series, which was like realistic, like kids with troublesome dogs, at the same time as some crazy fantasy that I was working on. And so I was simultaneously trying to write a chapter where a girl is like trying to stop her Newfoundland from like destroying the house, versus like one where there were like krakens like leaping out of the water and like attacking the ship, and it was just so much more exciting. Like the kraken.
I was going to say there's some parallels there.
Yeah.
Trying to control large unwieldy beasts.